seeing this vision of Jesus talking with Moses and Elijah. This is when he hears this voice. While he thus spake, there came a cloud over and overshadowed them. And they feared as they entered into the cloud. And there came a voice out of the cloud saying, This is my beloved Son, hear him. And when the voice was past, Jesus was found alone. And they kept it close and told no man in those days any of those things which they had seen. So there's quite an insight into the spirit world, and you would say, well, Peter clearly knew what he was talking about when he was talking about leaving this world and shuffling off his mortal coil, though he didn't put it like that. Yea, I think it me, as long as I am in this tabernacle, in this body. To stir you up by putting you in remembrance, right, of all of these things, knowing that shortly I must put off this my tabernacle, even as our Lord Jesus Christ has shown me. Even so, Jesus told him how he was going to die. Another would take him, and he would be crucified upside down. Moreover, I will endeavour that ye may be able, after my decease, to have these things always in remembrance. For we have not followed cunningly devised fables, when we made known unto you the power and coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, but were eyewitnesses of his majesty, as is so with that vision. For he received from God the Father honour and glory, when there came such a voice to him from the excellent glory, saying, Right, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. And this voice which came from heaven we heard when we were with him in the holy mount. What was he doing in the holy mount? He was talking to Moses and Elijah, two departed saints who are indeed dead, but were still, no doubt, active in that other realm, in the spirit realm. So they're shuffling off their mortal coil into going into the other world, into that other realm. Elijah, in fact, not even shuffling off his mortal coil, so to speak, but he being taken away in a chariot into the other realm. Whereas Moses, he clearly died. And no one knows where the body of Moses is to this day, but it talks of Moses' death, and clearly Moses had shuffled off his mortal coil, so to speak. So in other words, like Peter puts it, yea, I think it meets, as long as I'm in this tabernacle, to stir you up by putting you in remembrance, knowing that shortly I must put off this my tabernacle, his body, even as our Lord Jesus Christ has showed me. So, moreover, I will endeavour that ye may be able, after my decease, to have these things always in remembrance. So he's given them insight here into the spirit world. He's given them insight here into a prophecy that was fulfilled when he died a martyr's death. And he's given them the vision in which to go forward, and the way forward was through brotherly love. And to godliness, brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness, charity. In other words, love. If these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. But he that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and hath forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. So if you do these things and you continue in love, in brotherly love, then ye shall never fall, never fail. Love, in other words, never fails. So praise Jesus.